Look, if you're not standing behind Daniel Penny right now, we're on different wavelengths. This is the hero who was arraigned today on manslaughter charges for neutralizing Jordan Neely. We disagree if you're not behind him. I want to be clear, though. The deceased Neely was not the guy the mainstream media wants you to think he was, okay? Just because he was on video somewhere moonwalking in the subway does not absolve him of over 40 arrests. It does not negate the fact that he punched an elderly woman in the face. He tried to kidnap a 7-year-old. He was on the list of, like, the 50 most nefarious homeless people to keep an eye on by the NYPD. You don't get on that list by dancing on a train platform. Yet the mainstream media wants you to believe that Daniel Penny is a killer, pushing a narrative that Neely was simply an innocent civilian in the wrong place at the wrong time. If you think Penny did the wrong thing, I'd be willing to bet that you've never been in a fight for your own life. If you think during what bystanders are describing as threatening and harassing behavior that he should not have intervened, I am really honestly envious of how safe and sheltered your life has been. But seeing how I have been in these situations personally, when you're fighting against an unknown adversary, you're not thinking about anything but winning. You don't care about what the Huffington Post title is going to be the next day. You don't even care what happens to your opponent. You're trying to survive. It's human instinct. Now, I believe in my heart of hearts that Daniel Penny assessed the threat and responded appropriately. Why do I think that? Because that's exactly what he was trained to do. And now the same government that trained him is prosecuting him for their programmed response. Every veteran should be outraged by this. This might have happened in New York City, but it has national implications. Just the mere fact that he's on trial at all is, I believe, a travesty of justice. Edmund Burke once wrote, "All that evil needs to prevail is for good men to do nothing." The case obviously deters good men or women from acting. And if you think this is some sort of vigilantism, imagine for a second here. Just sit back, close your eyes. Your mom, your daughter, your dad, whoever is sitting there, and this happens. Bet you change your mind real quick. If your daughter is getting shot at or punched in the face, I bet you wish that some vigilante was nearby. Vigilante. Kind of puts into perspective here, because the unintended consequences of these soft-on-crime policies, mixed with putting a hero on trial for dealing with a criminal that the justice system refused to protect the public from, could lead your loved one, or you, getting harassed, beat up, or God forbid, worse. Look, I can sympathize with Penny. He wrote a blank check for up to and including his life, willing to die for Americans on foreign soil, and he gets hemmed up for this garbage? Joe Biden, you should be absolutely ashamed of yourself. A real commander-in-chief, and I know Trump wouldn't stand for this, but a real commander-in-chief wouldn't stand for this at all. And a real prosecutor who cares about the safety of their city would not prosecute this garbage. And the fact that all it took was a bunch of what seems to be faux outraged protesters standing dangerously and stupidly close to a third rail, making everybody late on their commute. If that mob rule is the reason he's being charged, the hell with this process and the hell with the prosecution. This is what happens when you have mobs conducting business that woke leaders cave to. And what happens when the next criminal isn't stopped and they kill, rape, or hurt an innocent person? Will there be a protest for them? Doubt it. In fact, that criminal, likely like Neely, will probably be out on the streets the next day. It's absolutely pathetic.